What's the password? Nah, that ain't it. Get on out of here, kid. This is for adults only.
Oh, guys, welcome to the Supper Club. I'm going to look at some models. Look at this. We got some Empire Strikes Back and Lost in Space, and then some wild ones. Look what's in here. And look what's in this box. See what we got in here. You ready to dig in? We're gonna look through these boxes and see all these crazy models. I know they're not diecast cars, but I love model building. You ready? Let's dig in. Man, the workday's over and it's time to escape. Man, that was a long day at work. Let's go into the corner of the garage. I cleaned out a space where we can escape to our childhood, to creativity, to the wildness of model making. This was the time and the place. And look at that price tag. You can't even barely buy anything for $1 anymore. We're in the garage and we're rocking it tonight. So, going through that box, I found this. The box of models that had the pieces and parts in the bottom, and I consolidated it all into one box. Do you know what this is? Let me know in the comments if you know what this is. Hollow on the bottom. So funny. This is the gold piece. So in the comments, let me know what you think. Rock on! Oh, so I was digging down for my slot car stuff because I wanted to look at it and see what I got, and I found these things. Look at this. It is so hot in here. I put my glasses on my head for a sec, brought them down, they're all fogged up. Look at this. Commemorative edition. Super pretty cool, huh? Now, in a PG version of this kit, I saw one of them. Someone built this mounting the other one from behind, which is just totally wrong. And there's some sickos out there like Cat down in South Carolina, my friend. You are one crazy dude. Go check out his videos. I'm telling you, that guy he's a bag of nuts and all that. He cracks me up. Just so funny. So anyways, this is an MPC kit from 1983 and 1989. It's got a double date on it, but it's a commemorative. Includes Luke Skywalker's snow speeder. So that's pretty cool. That is sealed. I ain't opening it. I ain't. Look at this. Empire MPC. Empire Strikes Back. Same kit, but I think this is the original. Here, look at all these scenes here. So cool. Yoda. The encounter with Yoda. I just watch these. You know me and names. Everyone's Bud or Hey. Every dog's Fluffy or Sparky. My dog's name's Fido. Okay, Sparky. Come on. Look at this. These are so cool. Now, what I am... This is 1981, dudes. Why is there no UPC on this baby? Maybe it was on the package, because I think UPC started coming out in 73 or something. Oh, the bat phone scared the life out of me. Let me go see if it's Commissioner Gordon or just a phone solicitor. Oh, how did the phone solicitors get the Batcave secret number at the Supper Club? You know, there's bat poles in the back going down to the Bat Cave, just in case Batman and Robin are like, you know, or Clark Kent, someone is in there eating a franchise. Oh, look, it is all together. Oh, there are some, oh, look at these little snow turpods things or whatever they were. Oh, look at this. And the head moves. So whoever built this did a great job. Now back. Oh, yeah. So these are walkers. This guy has his toenail caught in this one. There we go. Again, just don't be yanking on stuff. Look at that. That is so cool. Now, a while ago, someone had a flood in their basement and they were dumping kits for super cheap. And I just bought a lot of them. There was some really cool stuff. I got some cool stuff to my friend down at Rat Daddy Studios and thought I'd never see him again. And then I found those kits again, but he built them. I mean, if you want to see model building, go see him. So cool, so amazing. But look at these things. That is pretty cool. Look at that. All you have to do is weather that thing. A little painting and stuff. There's some seams and that could probably be better, but look at that. Let's see what else is in this thing. From this original kit. Got these little cannon things. Pretty sweet. Got the sprues. 1981 sprues. Oh, here's his little, yep, his thingamabobber. That's it. Oh, look. Here's a little... Are any of these coming in focus or no? Silly. Oh, look at that. Whatever that is. It's that thing. And look, here's the hook from the Apollo Theater to get the junky acts off the stage. Pull them off with the hook. Oh, there's two fighters in one. Look at that. That is pretty sweet. Again, just put together and nothing know-how. So here's the instruction sheet, and this is always the cool part for me. Oh, join the official Star Wars fan club. Oh, look at that. Get involved and become part. Where are we? Get involved and become part of the Star Wars saga. All fan club members receive many valuable products and benefits that are exclusive, not available through any other source! Exclamation point! How many people joined it and how many are still a member? It's okay, we're all kind of different here, if you know what I mean. Oh, look at it. This is what you get, a beautiful membership kit, especially prepared for The Empire Strikes Back. Get all this. Subscription to Bantha Tracks, the club's official newsletter. Look at that. So cool. And here is all your information. Copyright 1980. Wow, this is very cool. So you get a poster, a full-color Empire photo, Darth Vader patch, official membership card, multicolored patch, special Empire pencil. A pencil! Woo! Woo! That is the thing that we're all looking for, is that pencil. So that's folded all up nice and beauty again. These sprues, I know some people saved these sprues to make their new jet fighter Star Wars Falcon whatever. So he's going back into the abyss of the container again. Let's see. Oh, I thought his legs bent, but they don't. Oh, but he'll fit in there. He'll fit in there. That's cool. Oh, original box. Pretty cool. Lost in Space. Were you a Lost in Space fan? Pretty cool. The Jupiter 2 all plastic assembly kit. Now this one has a UPC. It's from Polar Lights. And Plain Mantis, who had Johnny Lightning for the longest time. This is a 20-year-old, 22-year-old kit. Pretty nice. Does have a UPC on it, so you know it's kind of newer. Oh, look at this, all in the plastic still. Whew, doggy. Here's all your clear pieces. Look at that. So amazing, so much fun. It's time to get out the sniffing glue, and people, do not sniff glue. It causes dame damage. You don't want that, trust me. And then here's the base. Now, my friend Tim Boy down in at Rat Daddy Studios, oh my gosh, he built one of these, like everything lit up on it, all the consoles and the inside, and this is pretty nice. Oh, look at that. Here you go. This is your instructions. Glue those things together. Glue this together. Glue this together. Glue that together. Glue that together. Put it in there. You're done. How easy is that? It's like 5 steps. Those are the worst instructions I've ever seen in my life. Now, I have a friend that used to design. He is designing, oh, these are a little better, but not really. He designed instructions for Revel. And, just a great guy. And let me tell you, he's got samples of all the decals. So cool. He's a car guy, true and true. Very sweet. So there's the Jupiter 2. Now, again, I am not a big, huge space guy. I know why do I have it? Well, I bought a huge collection and this was in it. I tried to give them off to my friend, and he took some of them and he left some behind. And that's a-okay by me, because they are kind of cool. Now, let's see what's in here. Oh, now this is where things get goofy. Now, here is like a stalled model kit of kit bashing. Now, some people know the builder of this, and some don't. The builder has not built in many years, and guess what? It ended in my storage. So that is the coolest thing about this. So I'm going to pull out some of these things, and this video is just for me. You guys will go, that is whack-a-lack-a-jack-attack. I can't even fathom where this brainiac is coming from. So, oh, look at this. It's so big I don't know where to start. Hang on. Look at this. Here's all the pieces and parts that were collected for this build that are leftovers. Okay? So I'm going to try and push things aside. Let me rearrange a little bit. I'll come back so I can show you all the craziness behind this, if I can remember it all. Hang on. Okay, now, here's all the pieces and parts. Now there's a couple different builds here. This is a Davy or a Daddy-O, I think. Kind of fun. So here is all his pieces and parts. And this is his original hot rod. It's like a straight dragster. Busted axle on there, but that's okay. Really fun, cartoony stuff. These were the kits that were on sale in at the dollar store. Now, slightly customized, I think, but maybe not. It's been a while since I've built one of these or looked at them. And here is Daddy-O with a little goatee and stuff. And the goatee was added on, I think. Looks like putty. Yep. Black hair. Cheesy smile. Kind of fun. Let's see what else we got here. We've got, looks like an Ennsville Eddie. You've got some hands. You've got a big wrinkle of stuff. You've got the guy's glasses, which is cool. So, this, let's see if I can remember how it was explained. Here's your signs to go all different directions. Different parts. Here's his one hand. Does he have his other hand? No, we're missing a hand. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. So we've got the two hands. This hand was cut off and raised up, so probably shifter, right? This with a big shifter on it. And this one holding the steering wheel. So, you got it? So we'll put that, kind of push that off to the side a little bit. And then we've got this. So these are like monster truck tires. And then, look at this. It's like a Simpsons character thing, but it's like this guy fits right on there. So you could have the guy out of his truck just kind of standing there. Or this, let me move this for a sec. I'm not quite sure what's in there. So this is the truck body. Now, can you guess what that's made from? Now, if you've seen it before, now there's people on a show rod rally site, the Coffin Corner. They might have remembered this one from a long time ago if you ever go there. And this builder just stopped building. So, look at this though, okay? This was made out of the guy's Epson 740 printer body case. The printer gave out on him. He cut it all apart. And these are all the different vents and stuff from his printer case to make this thing. So, here's the sleeper part. You need a body in there. Now here is where this guy fits in. This cracks me up. You got it? So this guy's sitting in there. I think there's some tape. Oh yeah, there used to be some tape there holding him in. I don't know if he'll stay there. Okay, look, so there he is in his truck. And then this was going to be front wheel. And these two, well, I don't even know what these are. Oh, probably handles for the side of the truck. You know how sometimes they have handles on the side of the truck? Then these wheels were going to be the back wheels. So it was going to be this 6-wheel monster thing. And this wrinkly thing somehow fit up here to show that the roof was being ripped back. And that was... that is where it stalled out. It's been sitting in this box for probably 15 years. Maybe 20. Isn't that crazy? Stalled projects on modelers, and then all of a sudden they move on and it gets passed on. So you could do deep wheels like this or kind of industrial like this, and I know this is the inside, but I was going to do industrial like that. I thought that's kind of cool. Put a little hubcap on the top. See if I'll ever finish this off for the guy. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm telling you. So I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, the guy's saying, so if the guy comes out, he could be attached into this thing. It's like you just gotta squeeze it a little bit, but it fits in there. Oh, that is hilarious. So he could be like this Melvinoid. Sorry, Melvins. I really do like you. So, again, the guy was just bizarre. So, this was his creation, his idea. And that's how far it got. And now it's stored in my supper club. Oh, let me show you the next one. Hang on. Okay, one more quick look around on this body. Trying to figure out. Now, this has a grill on it, so that came off of something, but who knows what it was. Kind of some fenders in place, but this is all custom. Little vents on the side, intake vents. Powerhouse. That is crazy. Literally, Epson 740, I think, printer that went dead, and he's cutting the body apart of Epson and pulling pieces and parts out of the middle to make something. Now, this is a Barris Custom Raiders coach model box, but it's not what you think. So, there's some stuff. Again, this guy was a little bazonkers. Oh, and here's a full Ferrari kit. A couple Ferrari kits for donor kits. So let me see if I can remember this one. Now, Exotic Car Series, Testarossa. Kind of cool. Monogram. Now these boxes are beat all to get out. See date on there? I don't. But it's got a UPC, so, you know, 80s, 70s, 80s. Here we go, 1990 on the box, so 30 years old. Pretty cool though. So that's a donor kit. So here is a shortened Ferrari. Here's a Ferrari engine, which would go in the back somehow. But what the guy was trying to do was get these somehow like this. Okay. So these horses are just kind of, oh wait, there we go, because the hooves are actually fitting into the car somehow. And then I think the engine was supposed to go in the back here. Like cut this off and stick that engine in there. Here was the rider, Will Smith from Wild Wild West. It was a toy from like a Burger King. There's a couple of them in here. A couple guys, a couple more horses, pieces and parts. So what the guy was saying was, in the likes of this type of feel of car, ready, was going to be this. So this was going to be the racing pod up front here with these three horses. okay? And the back was going to be the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, that would have been cool. I wish the guy finished his work. But as you know, model builders, if you know a model builder, they get started and then sidetrack instantly, and then off to the races. They're working on something totally different, totally, you know, and the cool ones just sit and wait and wait. And this one has been waiting 20 years, 15 years. But funny idea if that could have worked. I don't know how I'd do that, but kind of cool. So these would be the horses in a Ferrari, get it? Chasing off the kids and just, I think he said he's just gonna try and find a card or make a simple something or other. So what do you think? Crazy. Hang on, let me get that back in the box. Okay, I got all these things out of the box. Now, he put all this stuff in the box because it was all parts and pieces that he needed to build the kit. Now, this is a Rommel's rod by Monogram. This is a Tom Daniels kit. This is one of the holy grails of back in the day. And I think this one is an original box, which is really cool. Look at that. This is just like ridiculous cool car. Tom Daniel did all the graphics on this. Now these were reaching $300 to $500 a piece years ago before the recession hit, but then they repopped it. But still, the vintage ones are still getting a good penny. Then we've got this 78 El Camino lowrider 3-in-1. Now again, this guy loved lowriders. Loved the style, loved the culture, everything about it. Look at that. So, here's this box of lowrider material. Let's see what's in this one. So this whole thing was based off of Rommel's rod. The idea came from, oh, look at this. It is an actual Rommel's rod started. They painted it a mustard yellow, which is kind of weird. But you've got the drivers in the front. Everything was skeletons back in the day. You remember these? And then here is the half track in kind of a yellow mustard goldy color, which is kind of weird. But that's what it is, right? That's what they painted it, whoever had it. And then here is all the rest of the yellow mustard pieces and parts. Seats, windshields, the two windshields in there. I'm not going to open them up because I'm telling you, some of these parts, if you lose them, you'll never find them. And again, this is such a rare kit. Now, there's one super rare part on these. Wondering if we got it. Little skull there. The hood ornament. Do you know what the hood ornament is on these things? It's chrome. Let's see if we can find it. Here's the decals, and I know it was not a good time in history. Here's the instructions, which is, again, these are vintage instructions. So cool to have. 1969 copyright. How old were you in 69? Look at that. So, these kits, I mean, you can even build these kits without painting, and they're just cool as all get out. Look at that. I'm going to Flashback City. Now, some of these people have literally built these things with a military background. Oh. The hood ornament is the thing that is really hard to find, and it's that skull. There's a monkey, too. There's a monkey on there somewhere, I thought. Maybe I'm drawing a blank. So if you know about the monkey... Oh, I had a friend, again, on this website, everyone was about show rods and stuff, and some of the guys just got out of it, and they just got rid of everything, and I'm just like, wow, that is crazy, and sometimes you're a lucky recipient of it, and sometimes not. But one guy on that site, he said he lent that hood ornament to someone to cast and never got it back. And this guy was true blue loyal, and for the guy to not give it back is kind of shifty. But now I've got this box art is just so cool. And maybe I remember trying to build this kit, but I don't remember it on my shelf, which means it could have hit the smashing thing. So, on that, trying to do a mix between this and a lowrider. Okay? What are you thinking? Look at this. He is going to call it Raoul's Rod. So the hood opens. Hood was extended, and the front was extended on this. The hood opens on this to expose the engine. The front where the driver is on the half track is covered and chopped Impala, right? And then the back is an Impala. And this is where... the phone again! Drive me batty! In the back cave. Hang on! So... I just let it ring. So, this is where it's at. And look, the trunk even opens on this. So, I think the guy was telling me about... I mean, there's a lot of custom sanding and stuff that needs to still be done on this. Trying to line up the body lines just right. This side's pretty good. Is that funny? So they were going to do the little tiny pizza cutters in the front and donks in the back. Or maybe a series of donks to try and emulate that tread type of thing. Is that hilarious? So this is all the pieces and parts. Here's like the little wheels that would go in the front. The little tiny wheels. And just trying to find pieces and parts to the gold chain steering wheel. Just so classic. Cracks me up. I don't know if I have the skill set to complete this project, but just really fun stuff. All sorts of model pieces and parts in here. Here's the back ends. Oh, this is just all the remnants of stuff that was cut out, and sandpaper and body parts. Oh, look, here's some treads from a Rommel's rod. Whoa. Is there another tread in there? Different wheels. Yeah, there's the other tread. Painted black. Here's the grills. Uh-oh. Yeah, that goes on there, right? Pretty sweet. That'll be funny. The trick is, how do you get it finished? I have no idea. Anyway, some really fun stuff. Pieces and parts. Just goofy goober stuff. Thought I'd show you guys. I thought this was crazy and fun. Oh, look at this. Here's 2 bathtubs instead of hot tubs. Maybe individual bathtubs, and then there's a racing guy in there. Oh, there's some vintage car parts in there. Look at all these things. Now these are, they're kind of low profile tires, but not really. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta watch with those tires. Here's the front end cut out, a section cut out to lengthen the, look at these tiny little things, so cool. Here's all the rest of them right here. But all sorts of dashboards and stuff like this, and this is like one giant puzzle getting this all back in safe and sound, all in one box. Now see, Revel, they used to do some diecast cars, and they would have a diecast car in with these lowriders, and those are some pretty nice diecast if you can find them. So here's all the engine parts and stuff like that. So that'll be good once that time comes. This is gonna get built. Here's the original wheels and some grills for the El Camino. And again, maybe some of the parts of the El Camino can work over onto this thing. So but again, just trying to find the little pieces and parts that are needed to make it really cool. It's always fun. But crazy stuff. That's crazy. And the hood opens and the trunk opens. Get a trunk monkey in there or something like that, right? That'd be hilarious. Now, here's a back part for the El Camino, which is pretty cool. I get all nerderized. Pretty cool steering wheel. When it comes to models and stuff, it's just so goofy. Put those right in the middle. Again, here's parts cut out, rear end cut out to extend that back end a little bit. I guess it's okay to put that in there like that. Some sandpaper, so there's a guy with sanding on it. Now the trick with the rubberized wheels is you've got to separate that from the plastic, because if they sit long enough, they'll eat into the plastic sometimes. So you just got to be careful of that. That's just a little fun tip. There's some goofy graphics on those cards. So there it is, our low rider. Our Raoul's rod started many years ago, abandoned, and now I got it. So that's pretty cool. Very cool vintage boxes and stuff, and these models over here. Oh, so sweet. Ready. So anyways, thanks for coming into the Supper Club and looking at models with me. Talk to you later. More diecast soon. Or slots! Man, I could lose hours out here in the corner of the garage with all these different model kits, pieces, and parts. However, it is time to get back to reality. Ho ho! But let me tell you, we are gonna have more fun the next time. We'll make more videos, but till now, it's time to get back to work. I know you're a toy car case guy out there. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clark. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out. Don't you wish you had that? This is the place to be.